Bills Mafia. Let's break down the latest roster moves out of Orchard Park. Because while some fans may brush off practice squad additions as minor news, the truth is that these are the kind of moves that define depth, resilience, and long-term success. On Thursday, the Buffalo Bills officially rounded out their practice squad with 2 signings while making 3 total moves. The team released cornerback Daquan Hardy and brought in defensive end Andre Jones Jr. and cornerback Jalen Kimber. These aren't blockbuster moves, but they're the kind of roster decisions that can have real consequences once injuries pile up or when fresh legs are needed late in the season. Let's start with Andre Jones Jr., the former defensive end for the Washington Commanders. Jones Jr. came into the league with a reputation as a versatile, hard-working defender who could both set the edge and flash on special teams. At 6'5", over 250 pounds, he's got the physical frame the Bills love to develop in their system. Washington moved on after a short stint, but the Bills are giving him a second chance to prove himself in a defense that thrives on rotation and depth. Remember, Sean McDermott values defensive line depth as much as any coach in the NFL. Whether you're a star like Joey Bosa or a grinder like Jones Jr., every snap matters in his system. Then we've got Jalen Kimber, the 6-foot, 170-pound cornerback who had a winding but fascinating college career. Kimber played at Georgia, transferred to Florida, and eventually finished at Penn State. In 2024, he posted 37 tackles and 3 passes defended, showing that while he didn't generate eye-popping stats, he brought consistency and coverage ability against strong competition. Over his career, he totaled 9 pass breakups and 1 interception. What stands out about Kimber is his experience against SEC and Big Ten competition. He's seen high-level receivers, he's battled against pro-level talent, and that kind of seasoning can be invaluable when you're looking to develop a player on the practice squad into a contributor down the road. Now, why does this matter for Buffalo? Because the cornerback position has been under scrutiny this preseason. Depth behind Christian Benford and Rasul Douglas has been inconsistent, and when the Bears exposed some of Buffalo's past defense issues in the second preseason game, it highlighted the need for reinforcements. By bringing in Kimber, the Bills aren't just filling a spot, they're injecting fresh competition into a room that needs it. Even if Kimber doesn't see immediate action, just having another young corner in practice pushing the veterans and backups can make everyone sharper. On the defensive line, adding Andre Jones Jr. provides that extra insurance policy that you can never have too much of. With injuries always a risk and the physical toll of a 17-game schedule, having more bodies who can play meaningful reps in practice and potentially rotate on Sundays is critical. And let's not forget, some of the Bills' biggest contributors in recent years started as practice squad players or low-profile signings. McDermott and Beane have built a reputation for finding diamonds in the rough, developing them, and plugging them into key roles when the time comes. Cutting Daquan Hardy might sting a little for fans who liked his upside, but at the end of the day, this is what the practice squad is all about: constant evaluation, constant movement, and finding the right mix of players who can be called upon at a moment's notice. Hardy's release clears the way for fresh competition, and now it's up to Kimber and Jones Jr. to prove they belong. The bottom line is this: while headlines will always go to the big names and the star contracts, the truth is that championship teams are built not just on their top 22 players, but on the depth that can hold the line when injuries or adversity hit. These moves show the Bills are not sitting still. They're not comfortable. They're constantly tweaking and improving, even in the margins. And that's how you stay in the Super Bowl conversation year after year. Bills Mafia, what do you think about these additions? Could Andre Jones Jr. or Jalen Kimber be the next hidden gem to come out of Buffalo's practice squad pipeline? Was moving on from Hardy the right call? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to Bills Mafia Wire, because this is the kind of roster-building news that often gets overlooked until one of these guys makes a play that saves the season.